Welcome to Bookworm. Every story has a voice. Sit back and enjoy the story.
That Devil on Your Shoulder. Written by
Arliza Ruiz.
George had reached a new low that night. He'd raided his daughter's money box while she was at the movies, and the 150 Rand and 5 Rand coins weighed heavily in his jeans pocket. It was that, or have the ATM transaction reflect on the banking app on Madeline's phone. He'd taken extra care with his appearance that evening. Dark button-up shirt, new jeans, dark leather shoes. The fossil watch Madeline had bought him to celebrate when she became CEO. Hair washed and combed back. A spritz of cologne to disguise the smell of nervous sweat. The hawkers' stalls on the wide pavements were packed up for the night. In their place, women strutted in heeled boots in the glowing puddles of light cast by the streetlights while their keepers watched from the shadows. Cars were sparse on the street that time of the night, and pedestrians even more so. "You don't have to do this," his conscience whispered. "You can still go home. Finish the dishes. Put back Stephanie's money. Once you do this, you can't take it back." Ahead of him, an indicator blinked a driver's intention to pull over. George paused to let him park, then let go of the slick steering wheel to rub his palms on his jeans. The knuckles ached with released pressure. Just go home. Earlier that evening, George's reflection smiled with approval. He'd opted for wearing the dark satin pajama bottoms, but leaving off the top. He'd finally gotten rid of that spare tire, and if his abs were not exactly sculpted, long hours in the gym had finally given him a lean waist, flat belly, and defined pecs. His hair was washed and combed backwards, then carefully tousled for that James Dean look. He spritzed cologne at his pulse points and stepped into his bedroom, only to find his wife nowhere near ready for bed. Instead, she was wearing a short dress and heels that had him salivating. Her head tilted to the side while she put in an earring. "Well, hello," he murmured, stepping up behind her and running his hands over her hips. He nuzzled her neck, but she shrugged away from him with an irritated huff. "What's wrong with you?" she hissed. "What did I do?" This feeling of bewildered inadequacy was becoming all too familiar. "Can't you see I'm getting ready to go out? I'm taking the Chinese investors to a nightclub." George blinked. "On your birthday?" "Well, they're only here for a few days," Madeline mumbled, turning back to the mirror to check her makeup. "They said they'd like a taste of the nightlife, and the investor is always right." Disappointment was bitter. "You forgot, didn't you?" he whispered. "Our plans. Again." "No, I didn't." When he didn't answer, just held her gaze steadily in the mirror, she looked away. "But this is important. And our marriage isn't. I'm not important." She stepped away. "Don't wait up for me," she mumbled, turning away from the mirror and stepping around him. She grabbed her purse and car keys from the edge of the bed and stopped at the doorway without meeting his eyes. "I'll see you tomorrow." Unwanted. Inadequate. Lonely. Feelings rattled around in his ribs too fast to process. She'd rather spend her birthday with strangers than with me. I thought we agreed to make an effort. George listened to her heels clicking hollowly on the wooden floor in the passage, then the front door slamming and the key turning in the lock. "Happy birthday, darling," he whispered. A tap on the window startled him back to the present. A silhouette loomed outside the passenger side window, her features cast in shadow by the street lamp behind her. He glanced ahead of him for a moment, The other car had pulled away from the curb. Swallowing, he pressed the electric window button for her side and watched the glass hum downward. She leaned forward and braced her elbows on the open window, the nearby street lamp glinting off the necklace she wore. The pendant, a small gold cross, hung neatly between her breasts, drawing one's attention to what was for sale. "Hey, lover," she drawled, her voice husky and seductive. "You looking for some company? Just say no. You don't have to do this." He swallowed, then took a deep breath and forced a smile. "Yes, I'd love some company. I hope you don't mind getting paid in 30 pieces of silver."
Did you enjoy the story, and do you want to hear more from this author? Let me know. You can also purchase hard copies of the author's books, find the link in the description, and support the artist. Thank you for listening with us here at Bookworm. Please remember to like and subscribe so we can let you know when the next exciting story is available. Hope to see you again soon.